Hey there, hey there, hey there, hey there. How's everybody doing tonight? We are so excited to chat with everybody tonight. So, hey, what we decided to do is potluck. What are you bringing to the conversation? And I'm so excited to be with my sister girls again tonight. But we want to tell you, I want to tell you right now. So, what ImPowered Woman is, again, that's you. So you want to educate, you want to encourage one another, you want to support one another, you want to employ one another to make us take a stand, to speak up, to be better and not bitter, to have fun, to support each other. You know what? To be that listening ear every now and then, okay? To be a resource for your sister. That is what we want to encourage, okay? And so, you know what? Sometimes we've been having some really challenging discussions. I mean, just real, like right up in your face kind of discussions, right? And you know what? We do have, a good time with those conversations. I'll tell you why. Because we're learning as we're talking to you all and as we're talking to one another and supporting one another. However, we do not want to forget the main objective about those conversations. And the main objective, again, is to educate, to encourage, to employ us to take action, take a stand, and also to get us to a place where we are supporting one another hand in hand and we're getting better. So tonight, we're just going to talk about all kinds of stuff. So get ready because we're going to pass that baton and you really could help us out. And how you can help us out is share the podcast, okay? Share the podcast with somebody. Somebody wants to get in these conversations. You can also chat with us in the live chat. Please do that as well. That really just helps the world go round better because there's probably a sister out there somewhere that needs to hear this, needs to be laughing with us right about now and also having some candid conversations, okay? So I'm ready to talk to my sister girls. That means the ladies on the cast, and that also means you. So where y'all at? Where y'all be? Hey. Hey, Shanavia. I see Shanavia online already, y'all. That's another one of my sister girls, one of my Christian sisters. She said, love the biker gear. So, yeah, I can start there.
I love it, too.
So, I bought this jacket, or I shouldn't say I bought it, but somebody bought it for me. Like, well, how old am I now? Yeah, that age. But so it was like 7 years ago. And it's got Hollywood on it, and they put all kinds of patches on it for me and everything. So I went bike riding today for a little bit. I took a break from everything I had going on, and I got on a motorcycle again today. Now, I didn't drive it, of course, but I plan on doing that soon. So, but I got to tell you what the patches say, because I did not put these patches on here. Do y'all want to know what they say?
Yeah.
Let's hear.
Yeah.
Okay. This jacket was given to me prior to me accepting. I'm just saying, accepting my calling as an evangelist. Okay. So don't judge me. All right. I'm wearing my jacket. All right. And it was nice on that bike today. So you've got, obviously, I am a survivor of breast cancer, and I'm also a survivor of domestic violence. We didn't put the purple one on here because he didn't know. This one says Lady Rider. This one says life is good. That says Hollywood. That's me. Then we got the good old Dirty Birds right there. Yay! Woohoo!
Hucks.
Now, this, I don't know what, and y'all don't judge me, but I'm just going to say, I don't know why he put this on here. This was 7 years ago.
Hawkins.
But it says, sex is not the only thing I think about.
Well, that's true.
That's
to
true,
be continued.
She went there. Then it says, I did nothing today and still got paid. That is so super true. And then it says, he's everywhere you want to be. Jesus. It looks like a credit card.
Yeah, oh, I love that.
Super cool. And then there's another one that says, these are the patches from when I went to different bike riding places. The patches over there. And there's a patch over there. And then there's one that says, my sister's keeper. Yay! Yes. And then there's in the back, it says Down with the Kings, because it's a huge bike riding organization. And then it says Harley Davidson at the very bottom. And so,
wow.
I pulled this jacket out, I still could wear it. That's so funny.
That's wonderful.
7 years ago. Now, it doesn't zip up, because 7 years ago. Don't judge me either, because I'm thickness with some love. All right. So
that's right.
I embrace my wings. I embrace all that. So, how are y'all doing?
Doing good. Doing
I have
good.
a
Doing
question about
good.
them patches, though. I got a question.
Okay, bring it on.
So the patches, when you go to a bike rider event, every time you go, you get a patch.
Yes, most of the time. Yes.
Oh,
So
I didn't know that.
this one is Black Bike Week 2016. Oh, 15, excuse me, in Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
And this one, the 73rd Daytona Bike Week. I don't know when this one was. It's old. And then
Okay,
I
I
got all the bands that go around my arm. I put them on the jacket. Like, anyway, I had fun though today. Like, seriously. I forgot I had this mask too. I got to show you this real quick.
Ooh.
You had that pre-COVID, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like that.
But this is super
like
not
that.
cold because there's a hole right where the nose goes. So yeah.
Might as well just breathe it all in. Might as well.
So it was cute, but you know.
You just need to sew it. You sew it together.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because but there's still holes right here, y'all. So
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, just let it go.
yeah, I
Yeah.
just have to put a mask on top of a mask. This is really to keep the bugs out, I think, because Divas can't do right with fly wings in her teeth. I can't do all that. That ain't gonna work.
No, ma'am.
So, I see Yashika's on here. I see a couple of folks on here that we know. Super cool.
Hey, ladies.
What we about to talk about? Because I can talk all day. So what you got? Uh-oh.
I got stuff to talk about.
Uh-oh.
Let Donna go.
Go ahead, Mr. Kaylee.
I got stuff to talk about. So this is a thought of the day. Why? Okay, let me just use this scenario.
My teeth.
We go to college, right? We go to school, you get a trade, you have a skill, whatever it is, right? And you're a newborn baby in this department of whatever you want to learn or experience.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so difficult for people that have years of experience in whatever topic or whatever area, and you as the baby are seeking to get to where they are and beyond, but they don't want to give you the opportunity to start? They don't want to. They want you, just like when you go to college, you get a degree and all this other stuff, and then you go for the interview, and the requirement says you have to have 2 years of experience. I just graduated college, right?
Right.
Well, I just got the skill. I just got the certificate. Why is it that the society, who made that up? Like, I thought about that today. It's something that I want to do, and it's gonna get done. It's just so interesting to me how when you're new to a field or you're new to opportunity, and they're like, well, we usually do this and that. I'm like, look, I got Jesus in me, and I believe protocol breaking blessings. Okay, I posted it today.
I saw that.
And so that irks my nerve. And I didn't just think about it from my perspective of my situation.
Everybody.
I think about it in general. Like, why is society set up that way? You want us to work hard for the skill, or you want us to enter the skill. But then when we come, you're like, oh, I'm sorry. We're going to take the person that's been in it for 20 plus years and is tired and is burnt out versus a new innovative person that is fresh off the street.
Right. I gotta tell you, I've gone through that too. I'm just a little bit ahead of you with that. Mm-hmm. And what I found is that's a deterrent to get people not to apply for a job. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you that straight up. Mm-hmm. And on the other end of the spectrum, they come to those people with all those experience, with all those years of experience, like, oh, well, wait, your education level isn't as high. They'll raise the bar on them. So it's like a double-edged sword. Like I found that in those situations, you need just strong references and still go for those jobs, because they're telling those people who don't have the education that you have that they don't qualify. So it's literally one of those things that just go for it.
Yeah.
It's really a just go for it situation. That's what I've learned. Because I'm just like,
Are you saying, like, I'm sorry, Amanda, did I cut you off, honey?
No, I heard somebody say they have a question.
Okay, because we put our dukes up, don't we? So, you're saying like you are new in something and
the situation I told you about, it has nothing to do with me getting a job, a career, nothing that. What I told you I'm looking for.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, that's okay.
So I'm new in that. I've never had experience in that before, but it's required for me for my business. So I'm new to applying for a space.
Yeah.
And you're looking for a mentor, basically, is what you're saying. You're looking for people who have expertise in that to share their expertise.
Nope.
Okay, start over.
Well,
no, go ahead, TP.
Well, I want to. I know that I just want to intimidation. I'm just going to put that word out there. They're intimidated. They're intimidated by the fact that you are new, young, innovative, fresh ideas, and you are going to take away their job or take away
stamina.
You're going to replace them. So that, I think that's the reason why. That's what I have found when people are not as willing to share with you when they're more experienced. Let's say you get into that role. The folks that are in that role may be intimidated by you and not so open to sharing. I have faced that. Throughout my career, because they felt like you are going to come in and take their role, and they probably are at a point where they're kind of bitter and they're kind of not better. What to say? Bitter, not they're bitter.
Yeah, they're bitter, not better.
So I think that may play a part in it. They're just intimidated.
I got to throw something at you, because remember, you are like super cool anyway, right? And you're super skilled, you're super dope, as you say, super skilled, gifted, all of that, and you are young.
Yep.
And so a lot of people, and I'm speaking from people that I know that are my age group, and I thank God, by the grace of God, there goes I, but I haven't been that way to people. But there are a lot of people that are my age that are like TV said, intimidated, because they're like, hold up, I remember I'm living through her. Wait a minute, when I was her age, I was still wet behind the ears. I wasn't thinking about a vision. I wasn't thinking about a goal. So the first thing I'm going to tell her is slow up. If they tell you slow up, then you already know. So you just have to, again, like I think I said this in the ImPowered speech with our women's event. I said, you just smile at them and you keep it moving.
That part.
And God's going to continue to open those doors. Like you said, you are protocol breaking, God going to keep on opening those windows for other resources. They're not the only resource in town. And so many times our younger people, our millennials, they get discouraged because we do stuff like that, And so you're right. It's not okay. We should be, that's how you leave a legacy. So people in the 40s and 50s, we should be opening up everything for you, because one day you're gonna have to, you might have to take care of me. Come on now. I want to leave a legacy to where you remember and you build upon that and be greater and bigger than I ever wanted to be, right? And let's say you did have to take care of me. I'm gonna want you to put my stilettos on so I can push my walker. I don't want you to push me down the hill because I was, like real talk. Real talk. So that does happen a lot, and I really hate that we are like that. And I do want to encourage women out there. You don't lose yourself just because you help someone else. In fact, more of yourself when you help someone like a Minister Kaylee, because listen, when she gets in a great place, she's going to continue to help others. And so that's your legacy, even being passed further and further down through Minister Kaylee or any other young person with energy, stamina, gifts, and skill. That's dope. Like Kaylee,
right. Yeah, they may feel like you can't teach. You can teach them some things. And at this age, at our age, 40s and 50s, I am so open to learning from new. You come in and you got all these bright ideas. You show me
Yes.
Let me show you what I know. You definitely, and I hope that as you guys grow older, y'all out here in your 20s and 30s that are tuned in, that you don't do that. You hear these sisters out here, you hear what they're going through. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Help a sister. Help a sister.
That's right. We have to help
this
each
is
other.
on the job. You said it's not on the job though, right? This is because of what I'm talking about. Okay.
I'm gonna let you all know the backstory when we go off. But it's not employment. It's not a job because I got my own business. I'm self-employed, so that's not my. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know when we get out of here. Glad.
I love it. I love that good old discernment right there. But I like what Yashika Scarebrook said, and she said, "I suggest you continue to be you." Tread lightly and keep a paper trail. Now that's when you're on the job. So I highly recommend that. I learned that the hard way when I was discriminated against eons ago. And also fairly recently in some years. But you definitely want to keep a paper trail for those of you out there that are experiencing that on the job, because it's not okay. And one more thing I want to encourage you with, there are resources out there. Okay, your number one resource in our book is going to be the word. Okay, the word. There's nothing new under the sun. You pull that Bible open, you put it in there, it's going to tell you what to do, how to govern, right? Secondly, and not more importantly, you want to upward lead. You have to upward manage, upward lead. Stop being quiet about what happens. That goes for on the job and outside the job. We have to openly tell people what you said and what you did, or what was said. I don't like using the word you, because a lot of times it puts people on the defense. And you don't want them to be on the defense. You just want them to fix their problem, because it's starting to slow you down a little bit, or you're allowing it to slow you down. So let me close with this. You want to upward lead. Okay. Upward could mean they are your leader as it relates to a position, or their leader as it relates to experience. Either way, you want to say something to them. Listen, what happened or what was said, I allowed it to affect me this way, and this is unacceptable. What I'm looking to you for is XYZ. Are you willing to help me or not? And you say that with a nice, calm voice. You just put it out there. It's called rebuke in spiritual biblical word. That's what it is. It means I'm telling you. And you're not condemning them. You're not putting them in hell for what they did. You're saying, listen, that's not any part of the fruit of the spirit. It's not cool. That's the spiritual side, and I need your help. You are obligated to help me. What's up? And you know what? When you call people like that, every time you call them on the carpet like that, with love, every time they see you, they're going to see that carpet. Okay? I've learned that the hard way. So I had to kind of throw that out there. Sheikah's laughing at me because she knows a lot of my story. A lot of it is in the second book coming up. So Minister Kaylee, honey, I understand where you're coming from, because you're such a bright light. Okay? And that happens a lot. And it should not.
Yep. And what God has for you is for you. Okay, nobody mess it up. You can't even mess it up. God got for you, and it's gonna happen.
That's it.
What God has for me, it is for me. What God has for me, it is for me. I know without a doubt.
I was scared to do it. Look,
God has for me,
so I gotta find a
me.
I know I'm old.
Before you late, the song over now.
I still can't look. I found it. I got it. I couldn't turn it on. It's on the screen, but I can't turn. It's right there. Look.
It's right there. All you have to do is hold it down.
Oh, okay. Oh God. Okay. Thank you. I'm learning this phone. I'm gonna
wait. Is that the Apple phone?
Yes. See, I knew where it was on my app, my Android, but y'all
Android for life.
First of all, hold on. Android, y'all gotta go tap through 5 different apps before the camera come on.
No, you don't. You just
I'm not getting involved.
Slide down. You see that menu right there? Slide down.
But look, Amanda, we had to add that widget onto the phone.
You did.
Apple came with the luxury of a flashlight.
Right down there.
Trying to justify it.
I learned something.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all killing me. I am not going to be talked about. Y'all are not going to talk about my Android phone.
I can't turn it off. How to turn it off?
Hit the same button.
Okay.
Not getting involved at all.
I'm changing
Apple
the
for life. Apple for life. Apple for life. For those of you that are not on the Apple Club, I want to reach out and touch and pray for you virtually because you are not filled with the Holy Ghost if you do not have Apple. God, it's an apple. Even though Adam and Eve didn't eat an apple from the tree,
Listen, Miss Kaylee,
apple is anointed.
there was no distinction as to what fruit that was.
What is
Okay,
this?
so it
What
was.
is
It
this?
could have been a mango.
No, the apple is a fruit.
Apple.
It's an apple,
Apple.
but an apple is a fruit. So I believe some Holy Ghost is in that company because they didn't know what fruit it was because the Bible didn't say it.
No,
They said
apple.
the fruit, and they said apple, and I could pray right now. Come on.
Oh Lord.
Oh my God.
That look like an orange though. That look like an orange.
It looks
That
like
is
a
an apple.
it looks like a candy apple. TP. That's what I see.
Say whatever you want is an apple, and it says no apples.
No apples.
It's like a caramel coated candy apple.
No apples. And with that
Oh my
being said, I'm going to go ahead and put it out there right now. So what is this? What is this? Okay.
We're playing Pictionary, y'all. It's Pictionary.
A pineapple.
Y'all gonna tune in?
A carrot?
What does the audience say? What is that? What is that, y'all?
Carrot?
What's this?
A brush.
No.
A palm tree.
Yes.
No, that is not.
There's a
No.
palm tree.
You know what?
No, ma'am. No.
What's that right there?
You know what? Mm-mm.
What's this?
You said not apple.
No
We're
apple.
gonna lose Pictionary playing with Evangelist. We're gonna lose Pictionary, y'all. We're gonna
Okay, wait. I got one more. Since I'm on here doing apples and stuff, I'm gonna do one more. Can y'all see my okay?
We see you. We
Okay.
giving Pictionary an endorsement right now. A laptop, a MacBook. No, really, it's an HP. It's an HP.
That's funny.
Oh wow.
It's HP.
Yes. All day.
Oh my God.
I got one more.
You got an HP.
Next
Is that why?
you gonna say Sprint instead of Verizon.
What a bunny?
No.
A
What
bunny?
is that? What is
Oh
that?
my God.
A hat?
What
Now,
kind?
we know.
A fedora.
A cowboy
You're
hat.
so bougie. It's a cowboy hat.
Yeah,
That looks like
Oh, don't say it. What it look like? What it look like?
I don't know. It looks like you made a. I don't know what that is.
I was gonna say a slipper at one point.
Okay,
Or a flip flop. Yeah, I say flip flop.
I got one more. Can I do one more?
You see the two things on the top. That's where you slide your foot in.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, what they got?
Y'all remember back in the day the flip flops that had the big platform.
Yeah, the big flat.
Oh,
one.
wow.
Big platform. Like that's what that looked like.
No,
They were like chunky.
How young and y'all remember that? I don't remember no flip flops looking like
Stanley, I
that.
put up the butterfly.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna show you, TP. I'm gonna show you.
These are like them Dr. Scholl's flip flops.
No,
they were in style a couple years ago.
You know what? Back in like 2000s, your nail tech will wear them.
They,
Like,
they just had a really thick sole.
it has a really thick thing. Like like in 2008,
We missed that. I think we missed that, TP. Remember, we're in the 40 plus group, so these 20s and 30s talking about some.
Kaylee.
Okay, I got one more. Can I do one more? Y'all got me on the roll. This is my vision board. Y'all got me right now.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, ain't nobody gonna see
That's
that.
not the vision. Amen.
Okay.
I'm glad you didn't draw that vision board.
Look, I know you said that in love, right? That was in love.
I love you, but I'm just saying in love. I gotta tell you the truth, baby. I gotta tell you the truth.
That would be like, vision? What is that? A duck.
A duck.
Yes, it's a rubber. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scream. It's a rubber ducky.
Okay, good. We're good. We can end on that note.
I'm still trying to practice that. I was
yeah, this.
Those, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I got those.
Wait. You got that from that.
Yeah,
Yeah, look at it.
About.
Yep, that's it right there.
See, look, see.
No.
Instead of the in between the toe, it'll just be two straps across.
Yeah, that's
said,
what.
no, I don't see it.
Oh, okay. I can. Okay. You know what? If we did that little test, little psychiatric test where they put the little blob on the screen, what you see? I see a duck and a bird.
It's just what I thought. That's what I thought.
It's like, what do you think?
God. Oh goodness.
I just, I done had so much fun with this, y'all, that it has malfunctioned my green screen. There it is. Is it coming back? Oh wow, it's magic. Oh. Okay. Anyway, that was funny. So my gift is not drawing. Sorry. But y'all guessed all of them right. Now what?
Well, because we got some sense. That's why.
There you go. It ain't my drawing skills.
Right.
Oh God. Oh boy. Okay.
What are them boots right there?
I want to talk about something though. Look, I did this like, I don't know, forever ago. It was in my office.
It's always good to have a vision board.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Mine is sitting in my living room in the floor. I got to do mine for this year. I haven't done it for this year.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that? That's what we are right there.
Right
Warrior
here.
for women.
Mm.
I kind of like soldiers. It needs an ESS on the end. I'm sorry. It's just that gender thing for me.
I just want to know what's up with them boots. Them boots that was up there. Them boots.
The boots fly. They fly, aren't they?
Yeah.
I can get it lined up with the.
Oh,
Of course,
okay.
you know I can wear them bad boys. That's for Kaylee and Amanda.
I can't wear them either. Mm-mm.
I can't wear those unless they come
Those
up to the
kind of
thighs.
shoes that you
Thigh
take your-
highs are in right now.
Look, those are the ones you take with you, put in your bag, take your flip-flops. You wear your flip-flops in. You put these on at the table.
At the table. Yep.
You can't go get your food. You can't do nothing but sit there and cross your legs.
Be cute.
That's right. There
It
are
looks
cute
like it's a
shoes,
big
and then
phone.
there are transportation shoes.
And you know what's so sad? Can I say this? I haven't done too much of any of this stuff, which is super not cool, right? I mean, like I don't eat no berries and blueberries. I don't do all that. I should. I'm a voluptuous pescatarian, quite frankly. But
I love berries.
pescatarian. Yeah,
Those
I'll
are
put it in a smoothie. Then my blood sugar go up so high from natural sugars, like I'm just saying. But anyway, I haven't done too much of this stuff. That's not cool. I've done a whole lot of warrior for women, but I got to do some stuff for me at some point, right?
What is that picture in the center with the man and the woman walking?
Of course, you would pay attention to that part.
I'm sorry. I'm taking in the big picture. What is that?
Right there.
XOXO.
XO.
I want to be in a relationship. I want to be married one day, y'all.
You are going to be in a relationship, and you are going to be married.
Right, you better.
Our language.
Of the mouth.
Group hug, please, group hug. That is not an invitation for anybody to be inboxing me, quite frankly.
I don't know. Some people meet their people from being out there. I'm just saying. That's right.
No, just pay attention to when I'm at the grocery store. Do not be inboxing me about no relationship. That's not why.
They ain't trying to go to the grocery store.
Well, y'all know.
Listen, y'all, inbox her and inbox me too. That's where we're going to go with this.
They just scroll past YouTube and saw you.
You know what? It's so good to have fun with y'all. You know, it's so good to have fun. It is so good to have fun. I'm about to pass this baton because we about to start talking about relationships, and I'm not going there.
I'll start.
Yeah. Relationship master right there. Come on now.
I knew Shanavia was gonna jump on this. I knew it.
Don't block your blessing. That's right.
That's right.
Watch your mouth.
Mic check. The mic sounds right. 1, 2. We're not talking about that tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yashika said we're taking applications. Is everybody trying to marry me off?
Listen, yes, you are taking applications. You are taking applications.
I don't have time to interview. I'm doing the Lord's work right now. That's my man. He's gonna step in and everything's gonna change. Be like, oh man, I met this man. He is so wonderful. He got a Tesla for me.
Ooh.
Like,
come on, Tesla.
I'm through.
Tesla.
That's a prerequisite right there. You know, it's my dream car, the Model X. Look it up. I've already designed it and put a little penny on it to save the design. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna talk about this relationship thing. I see we about to talk about that. We got a couple of minutes. Why don't we just dive in that real quick? We were talking about that earlier, right?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. We were talking about these apps. Honestly, these dating apps. TP, she found her husband on, an app.
It wasn't an app because I'm old, but it was Black Planet. But the app is the same concept. Go ahead.
Mine slid in my DM. Mine slid in my DM.
Right.
See? So I mean, we have to be open to it. We definitely have to be open to it.
Y'all gonna have to help sister because I'm not in this place.
Let me say this. Like,
can I say this?
Let me say this before you say that, before we go away from it. My aunt was really upset that I met my husband online. And like I had to tell her, it was no different than her meeting her friend at the time in New York when you went to New York to visit. I just had to fly to Alabama to meet mine. We just
saved the plane ticket.
That's all I want to say. That's it.
Things are changing. Times are changing.
Okay, so I was, it was probably around full disclosure, no secrets. It's all good, and it's all for the greater good, right? Because again, some of these conversations we should be having in our small groups at church, with women and all that. We really should have these kind of conversations instead of trying to get this stuff all out in the world. We really should have these conversations. Stop running around. Holier than thou and can't have conversations. That we really want to have those conversations to help people with daily living, right?
That's right.
In all realness. And this topic is something, a singles ministry, a married couples ministry, all of that stuff needs to be in our church on a regular basis, even during a pandemic. Okay, because the dynamics are different during a pandemic. And so I after being I think I was probably a year and a half in of celibacy, and I decided to go in on Facebook and do the little, the little love icon, dating icon or whatever. Somebody told me about it. I think one of my 3 friends told me about it. So I went on there. This guy messaged me and he looked at my profile. He messaged me. He said, "Ma'am, what are you doing on here?" He said, "You are too nice of a woman to be on here." He said, "This is a trap." He said, "They all gonna start out saying that they want to get married because they feel like most of y'all that come on here want to be married, and you're going to find your man and we're going to take you off." He said, "I read your profile." No, he said, "I read your profile." And he said, "Please get off of here. You don't belong on here."
Wow.
That was life-changing for me. Now, there might have been a guy on there that was just like me that was like, I'm looking for, my future wife, and he could have been a good guy. But when that man said that to me, I was like, you know what? That's right. Because obviously, once you put your picture on there and you put everything, and I left Evangelist Denise Barrett on there, and everybody just starts like, and all this stuff popping up, and it's so distracting during the day. And that was probably, oh my God, probably a year ago. And it was so distracting. And so I stopped. I mean, it still pops up, but I don't pay attention to it anymore. And then everybody I seem to run into is married. And I'm gonna tell you something. Y'all need to stop that. Y'all married men out there that's trying to date people when you married. I'm gonna put it out there. You need to stop. You need to stop. It ain't right. It ain't right. If you're married, you should not be trying to talk to somebody who is single. Get your marriage right. Go to counseling. You know, that's not cool. You know, and I'm not gonna block my blessing. You know, try breaking up your happy home. Now, then one of the guys, and I got to tell y'all this real quick, and this is a whole nother rabbit hole to go into. But he said to me, you know, what did he say? Let me stop before I fall in love with you. I said, no, the only thing you're gonna fall in with me is friends. Okay. I said, because you are not. Now, I used to be that person. I'm gonna be real. I was that person. I was angry. What happened? It's all in my book. Ain't no secrets. Okay. I was angry. You know, I was just really, I was upset. So I'm like, I'm gonna do it to them. Da, da, da. But you know what? That's before I really got into, you know, empowering women. Before I really got into it, you know, where I'm like, I don't want my sister to be worried about another sister taking her husband. That ain't cool. She done did all the work and everything, and I'm gonna get him when he better. Or if he leave her to come to me, he gonna leave me to go to her or somebody else. That's not cool. So and I'm gonna tell y'all this too. Ain't nobody out there listen, this is coming from the evangelist, so y'all can judge however you want. You know what? I care, but this has to be said. Okay, and that's our problem. You know, we're not real. Okay. Ain't nobody out there got no 24 karat cookies. So you should not be trying to take nobody's husband. And that's wrong. It's wrong on all levels. I've been there, done that. Okay. And you know what, God, listen, the discipline is real. Don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't leave it alone. When he say he married, if he got that little faded line where that ring is, but he took it off because he around you, you see the little sweat and moldy looking, you know what I'm talking about, a little sweatband look right down that married finger. Leave him alone. He ain't no good. And she ain't no good either. She doing it to her husband. It ain't right. And I had to have a friend tell me that. Denise, don't do it. Told me that one time, Denise, do not mess with a married man. But I was in such a bad place. I did it anyway. And that's wrong. It's wrong.
I got a story for it on another time.
All right,
if they say they separated, they still married.
Amen.
If you in the same house with the person you say you separate, you married, you're not separated. You in the same house. And if you still legally married, you still legally married.
That part.
That's the bottom line. I don't even want to go there. It's in the book. Let me be quiet. It's in the book, www.impoweryourpower.com. You want to get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you about nothing I ain't been through. Come on, somebody. You know, but yeah. Married, yeah, I gotta be quiet. Married but still looking, she said. What's that?
Right. That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what happens with men that they don't want to make a decision. They don't want to fix their marriage, but then they don't want to leave their marriage at the same time. It's like,
and they'll tell you, most of them will tell you, I'm not going to leave my wife.
Yep.
So women, you are worth more than you were worth. Listen, my sister, you are worth dying for. God said, listen, you worth dying for, my daughter. You ain't got to settle for that joker talking about somebody ain't never going to leave my wife. I'm just going to shell out you some money. You know, I just don't want to have no more commitments. Or I'm going to leave when my child get 18. That's all a lie from the pits of hell. I'm just saying, don't fall for it. Don't. I did. I fell for that once before. That's not cool. You don't do that. And don't do that to yourself. I'm on a soapbox right here because that's real talk. You know, how I look trying to take TP husband and still sleep at night. That ain't right.
Nasty.
It ain't right. RITE. It ain't right. It ain't right. It's not right.
It ain't.
But I've realized that people that engage in that, 99.9% of the time. And I mean, I don't know nothing about marriage. I'm not talking on marriage. I'm just talking about people even trying to be successful at a basic relationship commitment.
Yes.
I've noticed those that, messed up in that realm, they have so much unhealed things going on in their hearts and in their mind. And at that moment, it just kind of spews out onto what you was done in the dark will come to the light. What you don't deal with in private, it'll get dealt with in public. So I've learned that, those type of scenarios, it's a lot of unhealed, unresolved matters. And then too, I've seen that some people really just think that that's okay.
They do.
Some people really do just think that there's nothing wrong with me. So I've seen both sides. Like I'm I can't speak on marriage. I'm letting y'all know that now. Whoever watching, I can't speak on that. I'm talking about just a basic relationship. I've seen it. And I feel like if you can't accomplish or be successful in that, why do you want to get married and waste someone's time, energy, money, investment, whatever it is? I just don't understand that. Master yourself first and then engage with somebody else.
That's right. That's period. Relationship, period. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
this sister said many ladies have opted for becoming swingers, trying to save their marriage. Cheating is cheating. Oh my God.
That's very true.
You know what? That is so true, my sister. You just said a mouthful. That's another big old lie, Debbie White. I saw your message there a second. That's another big lie. You're right, Letitia. That's cheating is cheating. No matter what kind of bad name you put on it, it's still cheating. Whether you know about it, it's just that swinging just means they cheating. Like you got proof in your face, that they're cheating.
Because it's really crazy. Because it's just like there's such deep-rooted issues with married people that causes that in the first place for you to become comfortable with that.
And how can we help that? How can we help that right now with our young people?
Well, the thing is, young people are a lot less cautious with certain things. And young people are a lot more open, to trying different things. Yeah. And it really does go to trying to find, because at the end of the day, everybody does want to be with somebody, right?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, there's a level of self-consciousness. So if you're self-conscious and you don't really think that you can have or deserve to have one person, it leaves you open to all these other possibilities that are now in the world. Like there are people who are in relationships with multiple people and they're okay with that. There are people that live in the same house and have multiple relationships in the same house. It has a lot to do with what you think of yourself and what you think you deserve.
Well, I think society has gotten to the point where it's acceptable, though. Back there was a time when that was not accepted.
It wasn't talked about.
Let me change that up because I remember listening to some of the older ladies back in the day. They would know their husbands are cheating. They know their husband cheating with so and so across the street.
Yeah,
it wasn't. And they got a kid. You got a kid with so and so down the street.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna stay with them because you felt like that's what you had to do, or
conditions, your only options.
Yeah, like I'd rather have a piece of a man than
no man at all.
So
yeah, it gets really deep.
I'm gonna be single.
I gotta tell you,
please tell me that. Please send that scripture over, please, because and I want to make sure that we know when it was written. What was going on during that time.
Right.
Context.
I want real text on this thing. I mean, give it to me. We'll talk about it. We all can talk about it. I want to hear what everybody has to say about that because, a lot of times we living in, and I'm going to put this out there. We're not about to have a Bible study right now. I mean, we can, but we're living in Old Testament. A lot of times we're also taking, text without the context is what, Minister Kaylee? A con. And so we put all this stuff and we twist it up to where, we make our lives acceptable of what's going on. And you know what? I just want to Oh, she said, I'm asking y'all. Okay. I'm like, okay. Look, I need to look that up where it says that. I have to, because I'm not one of those people that's going to, have every scripture memorized and every story memorized, but I will do my study. Thank you to God, and thank you to my pastor, Rico Miller. I will go do my research, and because you put that, I'm going to be old, new does matter, because we're under the New Testament now. So yes, it does matter. I see your message. So for me, it matters. So I'm going to do my research on that. I know we all will. So we can come back. Look, you know how we do on here now. We listen, we go look. Fact is fact, my sister, right? Right. Look, and if you right, what we gonna say? Girl, you right.
You right.
That's right.
That's right.
We gonna leave that right there.
Just say it like you right.
You right. Look, you right. There you go. Look, my sister said King Solomon had hundreds of wives, correct? That's correct.
But I would say that I'm gonna stop here, but I have to go do the research. But the context in which the Bible talks about divorce and separation and stuff like that, leaving your spouse, and how he talks about the only reason why you should X, Y, and it's no context of you should leave your wives with an S at the end.
Right,
so
right.
Look at context. I don't look at context just for this is the direction. I read plural. Right. All those different things. So that's how I look at the text. And I haven't seen, of course, in moments where King Solomon, and his wives, those type of things are in the Bible. But when it comes to direction and things, I'm looking at every single word, looking at if it's singular or plural, looking at all of those different things. So,
that's a good point, sister.
Like you said, though, Evangelist, we have to do the research, and it matters. The context, New or Old Testament, it does matter.
It does matter. You know what else matters? I'm sorry, what you say, Jean?
I was saying, when you get married, your vows, you make your covenant is between you, your husband, and your wife, and God.
That's right.
It doesn't say anything about and the other people that you go get and bring into this marriage. I mean, you better not try that on me.
Look at her face. Look, and Minister Kaylee, it's funny what you just said too, because not funny. I don't mean funny in the sense, but you bring up a very valid point in that we also have to look at the words, because the words meant different things back then than they do now.
Exactly.
And you know what, man, woman, man, whatever. We changed those words around over the years to mean different things than what they meant biblically. And quite frankly, we got a whole lot of religious unsaved people out there. Let's just put it out there. Okay. You got a whole bunch of religious folk that are unsaved. And so a lot of things, we take one scripture or one verse, and we forget all about what happened before, what was going on during, who said it, why they said it, what it meant. Like my sister said, the plural or singular, and we go, oh, that's it. That confirms it. I can have 9,000 husbands, and come on now. Woo! Jesus, help us all.
Because honestly, too, when you think about it, people don't grow up wanting that.
Exactly. That's you don't even know about that.
You don't know about that. And life happens to you, and you get hurt, and this and that happens. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh no, I want to have all these wives and this and that, when it's not even to that. Like,
it's not. Come on, girl, say it.
You have been through some rough times, and you need to chill out. You need to chill out.
What about now? What do we say to that child? On the TV shows, it's a TLC show where it's like a whole bunch of wives and one man on Lifetime.
Yeah.
So what do we say? So for them, that's their normal. How can we? And this is, I'm just talking. So how do we tell them? Because that's the reality. Like for us on here, we ain't grow up with that. But for them, that's their reality, and that's something that can happen in their mind.
Yeah.
And there are families that that may grow up way differently, and they see different things, And to them, now we can't even say that now, Amanda, that you don't think it. Because depending on what you're born into, you may see man and man
normal.
You may see woman and woman together. You may see 3 women and 1 man, so what now if the world is totally different?
It is.
So the world is different, but no matter how different this world is, if you get married to a man and you see your man kiss another woman in front of you, it gets real. Whether you want to admit it or not, how many times you've seen it, how many times you've grown up with it, you just got married to this
and you
man.
got some emotions.
You go home and you see this man kiss another woman. Nope, I don't care where you grew up. I don't care how long you've seen it.
It don't feel right.
Don't feel right.
It's no way.
Because we're naturally possessive people too. Naturally possessive. Like if you my mom, that's my mom. So I don't want nobody else calling my mama mom. Like even when I had my best friends, hey mom, it took me a minute. I'm like, that's my mom.
My mama like that too.
And that is natural. That right there is natural, Minister Kaylee. That's natural. So people can say all day, like, oh yeah, I grew up with this. Oh yeah, I grew up with that. Watch until you get married and watch your husband kiss another woman in front of you.
You know what? Too. And one of the things that my sister said, she just read my mind right there. She said, God's word is still true regardless of the times. So all these things are happening, and even us being peculiar people, right? We are in this world, but we're not what?
Of it.
So we gotta make, look and then look. Oh,
I know.
That's my sister. I'll be right. Let's go find her.
Oh my God. That's some problems right there.
Your sister is just like you, baby. She keeping it real. She's keeping it real.
I love it. She's keeping it real. And you know what? Either way, like my sister Dawn said, listen, God's word is still true. The bottom line is that is our blue. No matter what we see, if we go back to the book, I was talking at I have a Wednesday morning Bible study. It's not Bible study, excuse me. It's a Wednesday morning prayer call with women. We've been doing it for 8 to 10 years now. And I say to them every time, why are we trying to guess stuff? Just pull the word out. Even the word stupid is in the Bible. They were like, what? I was like, yeah, it says stupid people, foolish people, stupid people. It says all kinds of stuff in there. There's all kinds of things in the Bible. And it's not anything new. Everything that we face and everything is in there.
Right. That's right.
And so we just have to go back to that blueprint. Everybody got Google. What does the Bible say about this? Got questions of the Bible.org or whatever it is. And then you start to do your own research, your own study.
Because research shows that you care. That you're actually interested in coming to an answer rather than asking a question and having somebody tell you something. You know that you are interested and you want an answer when you do the research for yourself.
Yes. Whoever said that, tell them to elaborate on going back to the book. All right, Yashika. I think what Yashika might be saying, I know my sister, okay? I know. So I already know, and it's 8 to 9, so we about to cut this chain in a minute. But so I know what she's saying. She's from the book. So the book for different religions could be a different book. Okay, so I know what she's saying. Could you elaborate on the book? I think that's what she's saying. Going back to the book. Tell them to elaborate on going back to the book. If that's what she's saying, I meant to ask them to explain it. I mean, ask them. I'm gonna need you and Dawn and Shanavia and all y'all to accept the StreamYard link that I send every single Saturday, and you just join in as our guest here because, like, these messages coming through, a sister ain't getting it. I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it. She said yes. Yes to what? That is my sister, can't nobody talk about her but me. Okay.
Right.
And now she's laughing at me. Okay. So I love my girl. I love my girl. And Dawn said, oops. I don't even know what's happening, but both of them need to be on here, okay? And they both get the email every Saturday, okay? So, somebody accepted the challenge here. What's up? Yes.
All right.
All right, then we'll see you.
We'll see you. We about to close this chain, okay? We about to cut this chain right now. But I did want to share one more thing. Look at this. Isn't that cute?
What is that?
It is cute.
I think all women should get a journal, okay? A really cute one. It's got like these really cool, in my 51 year, I'm just like having fun with Tiffany blue, like in a really crazy way. And thanks to Minister Kaylee, I'm just doing it all in kinds of frames too. And, but that's cute. I just gave us another baton to carry. So anyway, journal it. Talk about it, share it, get it out. There's more room out than in, as I always say. Mm-hmm. Oh, she said maybe depends on the topic. Oh, you just scared. Come on here, girl. More room out than in. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's journal those things. Let's talk about it. Ladies, we got to be better for one another. I want to give this last ditch before we leave, last ditch effort to say, support a woman, a female business. Support a sister's business. Okay, we got a whole bunch of gifts that God has given us, and He's manifesting these gifts. Within this cast, this is the cast. Wendy Yeoman, we miss you, Wendy. We know you couldn't get on today. We miss you, Wendy.
Hey.
Woo, Wendy, we miss you, girl. But Wendy's business, Kaylee's business, and her mentorship, Sister Amanda, Sister TP got travel. I hear her. I can't even. I'm tuned. TP. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, help us, Lord. You're our ever-present help in the time of trouble, Lord. Hands up, TP.
Y'all pray for me.
We praying for you in the name of Jesus. We are praying for you right now, honey. Yes, we are. And pray for me too, please. So I want to throw it out there again. Minister Kaylee and I both have mentor business. Minister Kaylee has an amazing creative content business. You got to check her out. It's in the notes. You got to check her out. Okay. You got Amanda, a very, very, very gifted sister with photography. Yes. Awesome. Yep. Is that it? That's it. Y'all want me to add a spoken word to this thing? And then TP with the travel agency. This sister can have you traveling all over the world. Post-COVID. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Post-COVID. And she can find some things you can travel within your own state safely as well. Thank you very much. So please give that sister a holler as well. Again, I got to say it one more time. Creative content by Sister Minister Kaylee. She is awesome. When I tell you she gets to know her customers, her clients, and she partners with them, and she develops content for you that looks like you did it, okay? Because she knows you. She learns you and your business. So try that sister out. Amazing mentor program, but you got to go to her Facebook page. You got to go to her website, all of that to know more about it. Same thing for Sister Amanda. She will make you look so good when people see you. They'll be like, wow. Your pictures were beautiful, but you're even more beautiful in person. Yes. Okay.
Inside joke.
That's inside joke.
Inside joke for real.
Inside joke. Real inside joke. Okay. All right. So we just had way too much fun. And I love it. What? Are you serious?
More senior pictures.
Ooh. Sister, could you please send that to the private chat? All right. She's talking about my daughter needs more senior pictures. Anyway, we love you guys and gals. Stay true to helping your sisters. Sisterhood is real. We want to empower you or create an empowered environment here on ImPowered Woman. Check us out next Saturday. And also check us out because this cast right here is going to continue. We're going to start doing more posts throughout the week. Coming soon to a station near you. Also on ImPowered TV, Preach the Word Worldwide Network TV Atlanta. Some of our series will be on there as well. But continue to uplift each other, okay? We love you. If ain't nobody told you, my sister, we love you and we support you. Type your business in the chat. Even though we close out, chat.
I
Yeah,
see
we
my sister out there. Hey, Christy. Hey, y'all. One day I'm gonna do a heart.
Yeah, we give you a heart. Put your business in the chat box. If you can put your business in the chat box real quick, and what city and state you are, or country, city, state, country. Yeah, chat box. Put in chat box. Even when we close out, you still can type it in the chat box. Your business, city, state, you're coming from, your church that you come from would super be awesome. Okay. All that. Love you, mean it.